welcome to another episode of Exploring Resources with Josh. This is always brought to you by Center for Success. Let's go ahead and check out our website for today. So this website's called ducksters.com. That's ducksters.com. This is the homepage, and what I like about this website is that they have a lot of different topics. And so they have history, biography, geography, science, and then they even have some games. And we'll probably come back to this website at a later date, but today I want to really take a look at civil rights movement down here under history. So history and civil rights movement. And then I encourage you to go through this with your students for a good understanding for them of what the civil rights movement was, Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and how they really opened up a discussion about equality and how everyone should be treated fairly. And so if we scroll down just a little bit, you can see African American civil rights movement. And so here you have an article that you can read with your students, and it highlights different people in the civil rights movement who were really vital to change, to getting things changed, to getting the laws changed, and to creating equality in our country. So they have background, you have the segregation and Jim Crow laws. If you're really kind of unsure what the Jim Crow laws were, you can just click the hyperlink that they have highlighted in blue, and it will tell you more about that. You also have the Civil War, you have Abraham Lincoln. And so let's go ahead and continue down, and it'll tell you about the movement of civil rights and the growth. Then you have the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which was signed by President Lyndon Johnson. And then here under activities, after you read this, you can take a quiz with your students, or your students can take a quiz to check out their knowledge on civil rights. It's only 10 questions. And then you can listen to a recording reading of this page. So it will start from the top and it'll just read it for you. It's about 5 minutes and 40 seconds long. But I think that's a really cool feature to have, so that as you read through it, you can follow along with the recording, and your students can follow along as well. So it's still allowing them to see words as they're being read, which is very helpful for their reading skills. So that's really what I wanted to touch on today in this website. We will come back to it, but I just want to show you here. So civil rights, there was African American civil rights, and then there were a lot of other different types of civil rights. So women's suffrage, Native American rights, disability rights. You have the March on Washington, the Civil Rights Act of 1964. So there's a lot of different things in this website to go through with your students. I think it's a great resource to really learn about the civil rights movement and African American history. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you check it out, and let's learn about civil rights. As always, we want to thank you for joining us today. We love spending this new form of community with you, and we hope you will join us next time. If you have any comments, leave them down below, and we will definitely read through those. We appreciate you guys watching us during this time, and we will see you next time for another episode of Exploring Resources with Josh.